rendering protocol for some new artists and some new art projects that we haven't talked about yet. Some of y'all have done text rendering before. Do you remember what it is?
I know I learned it, but I don't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Artwork analysis.
Wait, no. That's part of what we're doing. But what is the text rendering part?
Sentence, phrase, word.
Yeah, so you're going to read the article, and then you're going to pick out the most important sentence in the article, the most important phrase in the article, and the most important word in the article. That like sums it all up. You're going to try to get it down to like one word that seems really important for it. So everybody's going to have a different artist, and everybody has a different image on their page. Keith Haring gets 2 images, and you can pick which one you're going to do. So the articles are different lengths, so you can sort of pick if you're feeling like you're not able to read a lot today, then you can go for a shorter one if you want a little bit more meat and to learn a little bit more about an artist and get a little bit deeper in. There's some longer articles. So you'll read the article all the way through. You'll do the artwork analysis sheet, which we've already done on the image on your sheet, on your handout. And then you will do the text rendering. And then when we're all done, we will talk about it as a group. So you'll teach us about artists that you have and tell us the sentence, phrase, and word that you picked out. Okay? So we're going to go around in a circle. Somebody can go first, and then we'll send it around, all the way around. And you will show us a piece of artwork, tell us a little bit about the person and a little bit about the artwork, and then give us your text rendering ideas, your sentence, your phrase, and your word. All right? Any questions about what's about to happen? Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Yeah? Yeah.
Go, Lily.
All right.
So my artwork was the AIDS bill that was in Washington. It was like around the Washington Monument, and there's just like
And then will you give us your text rendering? So your sentence, phrase, and word.
So my phrase was the name of the project, which was the AIDS Memorial Quilt.
You have to project really loud because there's some blenders on it.
The goal of the quilt is to bring awareness to.
This is for Lillian about the AIDS quilt.
Could we see that picture?
So this is like an aerial view.
Oh, wow. That's so neat. Wait, when was this?
It's still going on, like it still exists and people are still making new things, but it started in the 90s, mid-90s.
Oh.
Alright.
Did I say his name correct?
Yeah, you already.
And he was born in Mexico, and he lived through the Russian Revolution and the Mexican Revolution. He was a bride during the Russian Revolution, so he had witnessed to both of them. He also was a Marxist, so which means he was a communist, basically. And the painting he did that I was looking was called The Detroit Industry. And what I saw in this match is I saw people working in a factory on cars or just industry. And then there's like a mountain, and there's 2 people on the side of the mountain, and then there's fists. Now, that's in that picture. What was going on during that period of time in the world? The Great Depression. The Great Depression, the rise of Adolf Hitler, and basically the foundations of the Russian Communist Party taking control of Russia. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And what do you think the artist is trying to say? Well, also the people who paid him to make or like get this painting to start was the Ford company. which also might be this, but I also think he might have been putting hints in there that maybe he was putting some of his Marxist beliefs in here. I don't know how. I feel like he probably would. It's probably one of those type of people, and it's probably talking about how Ford is owned by a big boss and Workman should own the factory. That's why, yeah. And then, what do you think about this piece? Pretty interesting. I think this guy would be cool to know. So he's a communist. Be awesome. I think we should have him in my school, but he's probably dead now. We should reincarnate him. As a
He was also sort of a jerk, but we can get into that on a personal level.
Oh, also while he was painting this, painting his wife miscarried their child.
And who was his wife?
Kahula. Hula.
Frida Kahlo.
Yeah. I can say
Right.
names.
So what's your text rendering?
So my sentence is the world in which the Ingro grew up in was the hotbed of revolution. Which was a nice sentence because it's true. And the word was Marxist, revolution, communist, all those words. And take out all those things. And the phrase was either man at the crossroads or combining the timely influence with storytelling similar to the Man Steel. Revere created murals that told the stories of people rather than the powers that governed over them.
The piece of art I chose was Crack is Whack. And in that is outlines of people with black X's on their chests and Crack is Whack above them, and above that a snake chasing someone almost identical to the ones below except smaller, running away from the snake. Based off the information given and the fact that it's, crack is whack, it seems like drug abuse would be what was like going on in the world at that time. And I think the symbolism in the painting is like it will catch up with you eventually, the snake catching up to someone. And I think this is a really cool set of art to be around, especially if that's really what was going on as a positive change factor. And the text rendering I picked was the appeal of cartoons with raw energy of art, rising fears of nuclear holocaust, and apocalyptic.
Thanks. Okay, so.
Wait.
Hey,
What?
when was the band?
The other time of Kevin
Keith Haring?
Keith Haring stuff
Oh,
on
really?
walls and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. And I've seen him before.
Yeah. Keith Haring also did cartoons that were on Sesame Street, which is my favorite marker of when an artist becomes good is when they're on Sesame Street. But yeah, he did really cool animated stuff too. Yeah, and when I was looking this up, I was seeing all these things that some recently discovered Keith Haring artworks that nobody had seen before. Because he was a street artist too, he went out and secretly painted things illegally. So some of that is still being uncovered. And he died of AIDS also. Okay. Any other questions from you?
Okay, so the artists, it was an artist collective of 7 women, started in 1985, it has since then grew, and they're called the Guerrilla Girls, spelled Guerrilla. And what I saw in the image was this woman who was partly naked and, or all of them naked, and a gorilla and it said less than 5% of the artists in the modern art selection are women, but 85% of the nudes are female. And
What does the big text say?
do women have to be naked to get into the Met Museum? And I just took a lot of my time just looking at just being wow, that's crazy. They started the Gorilla Girls because there was a comment by the show's curator, Kyton McShine, and he basically said saying that any artist who wasn't in the show should rethink his career and create this bias and stuff like that, and so then the Gorilla Girls were born. I loved this piece mainly because a lot of times the reason why people were skeptical or for some reason, or because people are oh, most men in the world, most of the art world is made up of men, and people are oh, that's probably not true, or something like that. But when you give the facts, saying 85% of the nudes are female, 5% of the artists in the modern section are women, only 5%. But when you give the facts, it exposes the truth, and I thought that was really interesting to me. My text rendering, my sentence is, we were the gorillas before we were the gorillas, and Guerrillas before the gorillas. My phrase is, data gathered from the Met's public collections in 1989 showed that women artists have produced less than 5% of the works in the modern art department, while 85% of the nudes are female. Gorilla Girls wear masks whenever making public appearances. And my word was gorilla.
Any questions for Zoe?
So, my artist, her name is Caledonia Curry, but her title that she goes by is Swoon. She started off as a street artist in the late 1990s, yeah, somewhere around there, and now she has her stuff in galleries and museums and all over the place. My phrase, or my sentence is, there's that feeling that you get when you see something that you don't understand the origin of. Wonderment, she said. It brings about a kind of innocence, and I love that. I love to witness it. I love to be a part of making those moments happen. And I thought that was really cool because, her art seems very, mythical and magical. And my phrase was, when you look at the work of a lot of her peers, hers stands apart, because it does seem like a lot of the projects that she's worked on and the art that she's made seems really unique. And my word was progressive, because the same thing, seems very new and interesting. Yeah. So one thing that I thought was really interesting, that she took these, in New Orleans, she created these houses, or she turned these houses into musical instruments, and I just thought, I was wow, large. So when you see it, you're wow, yeah, that's all.
Yeah, so she, most of her shows are talking about something that's happening in the world. So she did one in New Orleans after Katrina. She went to Haiti and did work after the earthquake. And then I'm pretty sure the show happened after she was in Haiti, and then her mom died, and so she did a lot of work dealing with that. And then most recently, she's been building these giant ocean rafts that sail around and pick up trash, and they make these big barges out of the trash that they collect that are crazy and purple, and they have performance. Great. So we're gonna move on, go back to our self-portrait projects, and keep these people in in the back of your head. You want to keep your artwork analysis in your little pouch. And we're going to start drawing. A drawing inspired by our cool activist artists.